thank you very, 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 very much for participating in this, either as a spectator or a competitor or a parent guiding their child to be a part of this, or an organizer or a helper in any way at all, or even a funder in any way you helped out. Thank you so much. This has been a great and wonderful event. Thank you. So we're just going to go on. And so this is the award ceremony. So, sorry? Oh, so this is the award ceremony. So, so welcome to the award ceremony. But the first thing that we have as part of this ceremony is a speech by one of the youth of Excel Beyond the Bell. I just want to talk just a little for 1 minute about him. Alex Hu is a 7th grader at Roberto Clemente Middle School. And he's been with us since he was with Excel Beyond the Bell last year, so this is his 2nd year. And I mean, all of the participants of Excel Beyond the Bell, of the STEM program, are wonderful, wonderful children. You can see that they have this eagerness to learn. You know, they just want to try new things. And so it was hard to actually pick one person to represent this program, you know, or represent the school or the program as a whole, you know, at this ceremony. And I picked Alex because he's tried to be a part of everything. And not just be a part of everything, but he actually shows more than interest, but he actually goes the extra mile to make sure that he is outstanding in everything that he tries to do. You know, so he was a part of the robotics team, the advanced robotics team. He was a part of the radio club. He took the amateur radio license and he took that to a different level. The exam, he took it to a different level. He was also part of the electronics lab, and he excelled in that too. So just because of that, the diligence that he showed, the interest in STEM, we chose him to give our student speech or participant speech today. So I'd like to call on Alex Hu to give his speech about his experience with STEM.
All right. So, as said by Benjamin Franklin, tell me and I will forget, teach me and I may remember, but involve me and I will learn. Throughout my experience in the STEM After School program by Excel Beyond the Bell, I've always been highly involved with activities dealing with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The subjects we learned about range from underwater robotics to computer-aided design to amateur radio. In almost every project that we've done, we've all made mistakes, but the best part about the STEM After School program was that we could learn from these mistakes and improve and become better people. Probably my favorite experience this year was the opportunity to become a ham, or an amateur radio operator. As defined by Wikipedia, amateur radio is the use of designated radio frequency spectrum for purposes of private recreation, non-emergency communication, self-training, and emergency communication. I will admit, during the first few sessions, it seemed somewhat boring, and I was only studying to, well, sort of compete with my friends during the weekly review. But as I looked over the course material, it sort of sparked my interest into the field of ham radio. And so then I actually started taking it seriously and studying to learn and improve. I never realized just how important and interesting amateur radio was. Just recently, I took the examination for a technician's license along with others, and I passed. I also just finished working on an engineering project with group members Parth, Gregory, and Rohit on the Bobot, which is a robot kit which is basically just an aluminum chassis with a circuit board on top where you can attach your own parts and such so that you can make custom projects. Along with other groups, we were trying to implement the Bobot to solve real-world problems. And so our design looked really good on paper, but then when we actually tried to implement it, the actual construction took 8 weeks, and we had a very small period of time to actually program it, and we just did the presentation right just now, and what happened was, because we changed places and the lighting changed, following the line code, it completely screwed up on itself, and the circuit broke and such. And so, when the judges came along, it malfunctioned, but then as soon as they left, it worked perfectly. So, Murphy's Law, I guess. But these are only the two of many activities that were offered in the STEM program. But overall, it's been a wonderful opportunity to spark our interests in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If there's anything we've learned, it's that if you put effort into doing something and you're passionate about it, you can get it done. I encourage all STEM after-school students to rejoin next year, and I'd like to have a round of applause for Professor David Byrne and for Dr. Uche Avamulu.
Thank you, Alex. And let's give a round of applause to the mentors also. Montgomery College student mentors. Let's give them a round. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alex. Next, I'm going to call on another speaker, and she's one of the MC Montgomery College Engineering Ambassadors. So basically, we have something called the MEET program, which stands for Montgomery College Engineering Ambassadors and Teachers. All right. So this is a partnership between Excel Beyond the Bell through STEM Academy and Montgomery College Engineering Department. So we have students, engineering students from Montgomery College go to these middle schools and serve as mentors, help them with the project, answer the questions, and that way they see young people like them, who are college students, engineering students, helping them, and so excited about STEM. So they see that, they want to be like that. They want to, also get excited like, in STEM, and they also know about college, and they want to become college students and study STEM in college. So this is a very good partnership, and the mentors have been really wonderful, all of them. I mean, some of them stayed up. You won't believe it. I had some mentors at my house last night, trying to work on their participants' projects, their mentees' projects, and trying to make this event happen. Some mentors come see me after every Excel Beyond the Bell program, as a middle school, to ask me about what they can do, how they can get the students more interested, how they can fix the code, different things. That kind of dedication, it's just amazing. I am so grateful to all our mentors. Now, I teach engineering at Montgomery College, and I can tell you, I can count with one hand the number of girls in all my 5 classes of engineering, all my 5 engineering classes. All right, with one hand. Seriously, I can count. Maybe with 2 hands, well, like 1.5 or something. Hands. all 5 classes, the number of girls. Okay, and at Excel Beyond the Bell, in Neilsville we have a lot of girls, but then we didn't continue at Neilsville. At Forest Oak, no girl, or 1 girl actually. And at Roberto Clemente Middle School, we have almost 40 participants altogether in each session. Each session. So we have 2 days each session. And this last session we had, guess how many girls? 1. Really? Wow. 1, yes. Okay, we have lots of ambassadors, but and some of them committed, and some of them just come as volunteers. And we just had 1 committed female ambassador. There were other females who were also who came at sometimes as volunteers, but there was 1 fully committed female ambassador, and her name is Takia Safi, and she has won several awards. I think she just won an honors award at the graduation ceremony. She has been accepted to University of Maryland College Park, so she's going to be transferring. She also got a surf internship at NIST. Is that right? And she has a 4.0 GPA in electrical engineering. And so she's one of the mentors for the program. And she's going to be talking to us about her experience and her success in STEM. So let's give a hand to Takia Safi.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Takia Safi. As Dr. Ayo introduced me, I had an introduction for myself, but I'm going to skip over it and tell you a little something about engineering. All through my engineering career, a lot of people have asked me that why I chose to be an engineer. So my answer is very simple. I love the flexibility, creativity, and individuality that comes with being an engineer. As Theodore Warren Carmen once said, scientists study the world as it is. Engineers create a world that has never been. Novelty and imaginations are the keywords describing engineering. No idea is petty, no idea is impossible for engineers. Engineers try to make things that do not exist in nature, so engineers stress invention. To embody an invention, the engineer must put his idea in concrete terms and design something that people can use. That something can be a device, a gadget, a material, a method, a computing program, an innovative experiment, a new solution to a problem, or an improvement to what is already existing. Engineering is boundless, and that is something that I really love about it. There is no one right answer. So let me give you an example. When I was taking programming here, our teacher gave us a problem to solve, and all 30 students had a different solution to that idea and that had their individuality etched on that solution, which is very important to me, at least, that my individuality is, in something that I'm creating. An engineer really never gets bored. The creative problem solving will take you into uncharted territory, and the ideas of your colleagues will expose you to different ways of thinking. If you choose engineering, be prepared to be fascinated to have your talents stretched in ways you never expected before. But the best thing about being an engineer is that you're making a positive difference in the world. Everywhere you look, you'll see examples of engineers having a positive effect on everyday life. Cars are safer, sound systems deliver better acoustics, medical tests are more accurate, and computers and cell phones are a lot more fun, not just for talking, but to do a lot more. So it's like a computer that's in your hand. As an engineer, you'll be giving back to your community in a variety of ways. Imagine what life would be without pollution controls to preserve the environment, life-saving medical equipment, or low-cost building materials for fighting global poverty. All this takes engineering. In very real and concrete ways, engineers save lives, prevent diseases, reduce poverty, and protect our planet. And as Dr. A said, there's a lack of women in engineering. So being a woman in engineering, I cannot talk about engineering and not stress about the underrepresentation of women in engineering. Traditionally, people used to think that it's a male-dominated field, but now I think that the trend is changing. As she explained, I'm already working at NIST, and I'm in intelligence division. There are a lot of my fellow surfers are women, so the trend is changing, and I would like every one of you who's a girl to especially come into engineering. It's really fun. There are so many successful engineers that I know. Dr. Zhang is also an engineer. Dr. Abnul is also an engineer who's also a club mentor for us. She runs the Excel Beyond the Bell Academy. And she's, of course, an educator here, and of course she has a home life too. So I think she's juggling everything pretty well, and all of us can too. So I want to thank everybody for where I am today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Takia. Thank you.